$3,900. The bidding paddle slipped out of my trembling hand and landed with a thud on the concrete floor below. I reached down to pick it up and could feel the heat in my cheeks at the embarrassment this clumsy move had caused. Or maybe it was the heat inside of the auction house. It had to be in the 90s. A trickle of sweat dribbled down my back, as if to prove my point as I sat back up. $3,950. A strong male voice rang out from across the aisle. I turned to see who had outbid me. Oh, Mason Fredericks? Really? My cheeks warmed, and I avoided his eyes. I'd never been one to let a fella get the better of me, especially not a guy who had busted my heart into 1,000 pieces back in high school. I would show Mason a thing or two. Raelynn Hadley didn't play. Not when it came to something this serious. Okay, I muttered under my breath. This is war. Mason's brows elevated mischievously, and I wondered if he might be bidding against me just to aggravate me. Wouldn't be the first time he'd tried to steal something from me. This time, though, I wouldn't let him get away with it. There was too much at stake. 4,000, I called out, my words sounding a little too shrill for my own liking. I swiped the perspiration off the back of my neck and tried to ease the pain in my backside as I shuffled my position on the wooden slat. 4,200, Mason countered. Why don't they put in real chairs? Mom groaned and shifted her position on the slat to the right of me. Because this auction house is 50 years old, I responded, followed by a raucous 4,300. There, that would show him I wasn't messing around. Raelynn, you've gotta slow down. That's too much money. These words came from my dad, who sat on the other side of my mom, his brow wrinkled in concern at my enthusiastic bids. I wasn't one to defy my parents. Even at 26, I knew better than to sass them, especially in a public forum like the Big Red Bid, Maybank's most famous auction house. But after years of Papa's beloved truck, Tilly, being separated from the family, we finally had a chance to win her back. And I wouldn't stop until she was parked under our carport where she belonged. 4,400, Mason called out. I could almost hear a tinge of laughter in his voice. Was he trying to prove some kind of point just to get at me? Frustration wriggled its way up my spine and settled into my tightened shoulders. Suddenly, I was a high school senior once again, battling with my best friend, Stephanie Ingram, over who would win Mason's heart. She'd won that battle back then. He had not only taken my best friend to the prom, Mason had proven to be the force that would eventually drive her from my life altogether. That thief. Today, the victory would be mine. Papa's truck would belong to the Hadley family once more, a piece of his legacy home to roost, and Mason could go back to doing whatever it was he did these days. I couldn't care less. Mason winked at me in playful fashion. Oh, no, you didn't. I gave him my best stop it or else stare, but he responded with a crooked smile, which revealed that adorable little dimple on his left cheek. It captivated me now, just like it had done all those years ago at the Maybank senior prom, when he and Stephanie had sashayed in dolled up for the night. Shake it off, I muttered to no one but myself. Shake what off? Mom swatted at herself, as if sending a fly on its way. A quick glance back at Mason clued me into the fact that he planned to keep this nonsense going. His quirked brow left nothing to the imagination as he flashed another playful smile my way. Fine, I would show him.